Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns with another mystery box unboxing. So it's a pretty big one, and I have no idea what's in here. I just asked the warehouse. I said, hey, send me some new products. I'm out of stuff to review. I'm always up for a review, especially of new stuff. This could be really cool stuff, or it could be super lame. I don't know. We're going to find out right now. You're going to join me. And yeah, take my big knife here. Probably a little overkill, this knife. But everyone's got to have a big knife somewhere in their house. Okay, so we're going to lay this down. We're going to just pull some stuff out of here one at a time. And shortly we will have some cool stuff. Oh, wow, okay. So it's quite an assortment of stuff. Let's take a quick look here. So we have a crossbow unit here, and this is called the Hornet Recurve Crossbow Kit. It's got a red dot sight on it. That's pretty cool. And good thing I got my big knife because I got more things to cut through. Yeah, that worked well. I'll just keep that right there, nice and handy. And it's one of these little guys with the little bolts. Not really an arrow, it's a bolt. You, of course, are going to get all your manuals and instructions. We're not going to, this is not a full review. It's just a unboxing. You know, we're going to quickly take a quick look at some of the stuff. So this is about the size, just so you can get an idea of the size. So it's a medium size. It's not a mini one. I've reviewed smaller ones in this. But it's cool because this one does come with lots of accessory stuff, right? So you've got the red dot. Now, of course, you're going to have the crossbow itself there. You're going to have to put it together and follow the instructions. There's usually a process involved in it, so keep that in mind. If you buy one of these, it's not like ready to go. You have to put it together. You got to string it. You got to put the actual bow on it as well. But cool, this has, it looks to have a an adjustable stock. Of course, the red dot. It's even got a foregrip. So this looks like a really cool crossbow, and I have reviewed them. I've reviewed another smaller one than this in the past and actually shot it in the sea can, and they performed pretty well, actually. They got quite a bit of energy. So we have another pistol. This is called the John Wayne Marshall 420 FPS 18 round .177 caliber. So it's not going to be shell loading or anything like that. This is going to be just a revolver. It's going to have, as you can see here, it's going to have this sort of magazine that's built into the gun, or you just load them, you know, cylindrically in there. And but 18 rounds. I've reviewed similar pistols. I think a Barra one that's similar to this. But yeah, this is John Wayne branded. We'll just take a quick peek at it. Why not? Cut this open. Get in there. It's going to be a mostly plastic gun. It's not going to be exciting, but it's still fun to shoot because, you know, with this type of gun, got some grease on there, you're going to have 18 rounds instead of the 6 with the shell loading guns. So it's going to be a mostly plastic gun, right? But it's the right size. It looks pretty good. It's a little lighter in weight. You're going to be putting your CO2 in the grip there, and you're also going to have the Allen key built in, which is always nice. You never lose it that way unless you lose the whole grip. Hopefully you don't do that. Recessed barrel. This is going to be single action, I would imagine. So here's the safety. Yeah, so it's single action only, no double action, just like a normal, you know, old Westy gun. So that'll be fun. We'll definitely review that and see how that performs. And it's probably going to be a lower cost gun, so don't expect it to be too much. Now, just quickly, 420 FPS, fixed blade front, 18 rounds, smoothbore barrel. Of course, 4.5 millimeter BBs. Okay, we've got a Gammo product here. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it out of the box, the packaging just now. That's what I hate about these clamshells is you got to get your scissors out, you got to cut around all this, and then hopefully you don't cut yourself on the sharp plastic. I just wish they'd put them in boxes. I don't know. I guess this looks better if you're going to hang it on a wall for marketing. But I mean, most people nowadays are buying a lot of products online, so you know, you might as well just get in a box. So this is the Gammo GP20 Combat. It's a semi-automatic compact CO2 air pistol. 12 gram CO2, of course, 400 FPS, 20 round magazine, rear fiber optic sight, and white dot front sight. So that should be nice and easy to you know, aim things up with those sights. It's always nice having fiber optics or some sort of white dot at least. So this is just going to be a stick magazine. I don't know if you can see that. The typical stick magazine, metal, it's metal stick magazine. So they're built, those metal magazines are nice because they're never going to break. And usually a lot of guns come with very similar or the exact same magazine. So if you've bought that type of gun with that type of magazine in the past, you can just reuse those magazines, you know, so you can load up 5 of them if you have 5 guns with those magazines and just load them all up and bring them with you and you've got plenty to go on. So we'll just get in there a little tighter so you can kind of see it. It's pretty straightforward. You know, it's just going to be an all plastic gun. 2 sides just screwed together. Nothing exciting, but it'll get the job done and it'll be fun. And it's you know, Gammo makes decent products. Okay, this might, it looks like there's 2 long guns in here. What do we got? Oh my goodness. What is this? This is a, okay, oh, this is the Specna Arms SA Edge 2.0. Which version is this one? There's a, Specna Arms makes a whole bunch of airsoft products, rifles. And this is the SAX01 Carbine Replica. Okay, so color is black. Let's get this open and take a look. Specna Arms is, you know, in the past I've reviewed them. They have nice products. They have performed well for me. I guess I better put that back in. So of course you're going to get your information. Oh wow! So this is like a 9mm. So it's replicating a 9mm. Wow, nice and heavy. I like it. Right there, I'm already impressed. I picked it up and it's got some weight to it. It's going to have a rail system for your rear stock. I like that. This gun is already impressing me. What I also like is no orange tip. So these are the magazines. It comes with 2. And they look like probably mid-cap magazines. Yeah, because there's no spring. So you're probably going to get around 50 rounds. I'm just assuming. I haven't read any of the specs. Basically it's like a 9x19, you know, right? So that's what it would be. It's not going to be an AR, typical AR. It's more of a 9x19. But really cool. I mean, with airsoft, it really doesn't matter because they're all going to be shooting 6mm BBs at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what ammunition type you're using. Seems to have sights that you're going to have to pop up because they're, unfortunately, it would have been nice actually. So you got 2 different peeps on the back there. Okay. Apertures on the back. So you got an arrow, which is good for fine shooting. And then you got a wide open one for more active shooting, action style. But when you lay these down, you don't get the little, it's nice when they got a little post there and notch on the rear so you can shoot. But then again, that's kind of hard because you really got to get your neck down to do that. So that might be kind of useless anyways. But nice, really nice. Something just popped out. Oh, okay. That was like in the barrel. So you've got a Dean's plug adapter that comes with it. You've also got another spring. So you have an M90 spring, and I'm assuming there's a different, maybe M60 spring or something. You also have a nice foregrip for the front here, it seems. Yeah, pop it on the front. Okay, so show you that. That's pretty nice, right? Nice foregrip. Put that Dean's adapter. You got the multiple magazines. You got the M90 spring. And I'm going to show you this gun up a little closer, if I can. So here it is. Nice looking gun. Looks to be, to me, all metal receiver, top and bottom, right? You got the metal rails. You've got this nice, straight, really nice trigger on here. Hopefully you can see that. Nice trigger. It's an all black gun. I like that. Even the tip. This will be fun. This is a nice gun. Very high quality, at least what I can see. It shoots in semi and full auto, of course, as you would expect. And you can get it to hop up nice and easy by pulling back the charging handle there, right? So nice, easily get at that. The bolt stays kind of open for a little bit there. Makes it a little easier to fine tune that hop up. Really nice. I like this. This one's going to be fun to test out for you guys. Okay, let's put this one back. All right, last gun we have here is a long gun, and my camera died, so I kind of already know. I was partway through my review or looking at it, and I realized my camera was not on. So I'm going to start this gun from the beginning, since a lot of it was cut off anyway. So I have opened it. I kind of have a little heads up. It's basically an AK variant, another Specna Arms product. Whatever this says, I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me, because I don't really know Russian wording and letters, some weird backward N, weird sort of thing there. I don't know what that means. Probably an N and an A. It's called the SAJ73. So it is again, it's a carbine replica, but it's an AK replica. And it's a pretty nice looking gun. I can tell you that from just popping it open there and taking a quick look. All right, so of course you're gonna get all your stuff, right? It's important. Well, just show you what it comes with real quick, since I'll pull that out. So you do have sort of this banana style magazine, and it looks to be a high cap or mid cap, at least something like that, because it does have a spring for winding. So probably gonna hold like 350 to 500 rounds, whatever they say on it. I don't know, I haven't looked at the specs. Again, this is just an unboxing, so we're gonna get into full tabletop and field test shooting reviews later. You know how it works if you've been watching the videos, right? Sometimes I do an unboxing, sometimes I just jump into a tabletop and then I'll do a field test. Usually the tabletop is first, go over details, specifications, and then I'll do a shooting review separately. So here's the gun. Metal receiver, so it's got like a stamped steel plate on the top like an AK would normally have. It's got a metal bottom receiver, some metal up front here. Obviously you've got the flash hider there, which is metal, which is nice, and it's not which is nice is that it's not orange. And then you have the rear folding stock, okay, sort of pistol grip. You do have a plate here, or an adapter for some sort of a side mounted red dot or scope or whatever type of optic you want to put on there. It's got a it's got an adjustable rear sight for elevation, not windage, standard post up front, mounting platforms for putting a sling on here. Nice looking gun. I mean, it's a bigger gun for sure. It's got a good shoulder length pull. It looks like, oh, this will be nice to shoot. The notch is really tight, the post, so you can really line this up. This would be good for accuracy, but a little tougher for quick acquisition just because everything's so small there, but should work pretty good. I'm going to just let you see it a little closer, right? Because you want to see it, what it looks like a little closer up. Again, this is just the preview, so we'll get into it more detail later on, of course. But here's what it looks like. Flip it over. Right, so there's that mounting hardware there. Right, hopefully that focuses. Sometimes it's tough. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Again, stay posted for all the official tabletop and field test videos that I'll be making for all of these products. There's no reason why not to. And again, if you haven't shopped with us before, you can go to replicaairguns.ca for Canada, replicaairguns.us for the US, where we have air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns. And we should have most of these items in both stores. Sometimes they'll only be in our Canada store, not the US store, but most of the time you can find them in both stores. And I will put links. I'll have a little written post, so I'll put a link to that written post in the description of this video where you can go look at the post with there'll be some basic specifications for each product I showed you today, along with a link to buy it. So you can check again, the description of this video for that information. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.